So with entry doors, you'll notice at the bottom of these older doors that where snow and ice will compile and sit, and for the whole winter it's sitting up against your door frame. You'll notice at the bottom where it starts to deteriorate and rot, where you can push on it, it's soft. Or maybe if your door starts to get loose when you open and close it, or it's sticking when you close it, it could mean that the frame's starting to rot. So it's getting it out of square and out of plumb. With newer doors today, the technology at the bottom is called Frame Saver, where it allows the snow and ice to sit there and it'll never rot on you. Back to not working properly, sticking, not locking, trying to maybe lift up on the handle to get it locked because it's starting to rot and sag on you, creaking. And again, it goes back to the mold issues that on door frames, you don't know what's going on until it's too late, and you could have mold growing in there if the door's not flashed properly, installed correctly, or if it's just one of those old frames, wood frames, where it can just get really rotten on you and again, just not working properly. Absolutely, the problems that could come from that would be if it's starting to leak at the bottom, and let's say you got a finished basement below you, and you start getting rot at the corners of your door frames, that leak, if it's not taken care of and it continues to rot, will go down into your framings and your subflooring, and then we've replaced doors where we've had to replace all the floor sheeting. The joists are rot. Yeah, it can create a lot of problems.
No, generally you have to get a new door because the door frame is always connected to the actual slab of the door. So generally they come in one piece, the frame and the door itself, the slab of the door.
Yeah, when we install doors, the whole frame comes out. We don't piece it together. We're not just changing the slab. The whole frame comes out all the way to the studs to make sure we get rid of all the rot, make sure, again, there's no mold. But yeah, it all has to be replaced. Now, we've gone to jobs where somebody has tried to repair it, and you'll notice at the bottom where they've cut up 12 inches or so to remove that rot. That might be a Band-Aid, but it's not gonna solve the problem.
For ease of installation, for plumb and level, you want the door frame. It's hard to just put a slab in an old existing frame because the frame or the existing frame is always out of square. You'll never get it flush, or you'll never be able to get the door to open and close properly. It's always going to be sticking or.
Yeah, if you think about a door, how many times you go in and out of your door, you're opening and closing that door, how many times a day, especially if you have kids and a big family, you're in and out of a door, swinging that thing open and closed all day, every day, for 365 days a year. If you try to piece a door together where it's not from the manufacturer, as in a whole, the frame and all put together at once, it's a never-ending battle.